It's time for the One Bar and Lupagus Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
Hello there, and welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus, and today we have some practice notes, some tidbits on Vikings, their last non-padded practice for a very long time. Before I show you my bits, be sure to subscribe to our channel and like our vids. We are getting ever so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we can't get there without your help. All right, so enough of that. Let's get into these juicy practice notes from today's practice. We'll start with the offense first. Quite a bit of interesting things here today. And, a lot of these are maybe just the Vikings are trying some new things, trying some new combinations. You can't read into a whole bunch of this too deeply, but I do think there's plenty of things you can take away from this. First of all, Delvin Cook did some limited work in full team drills, kind of off on his own sometimes. Not believed to be injury related. Probably just some things they're doing until they get this contract finalized, not getting him too involved in the offense with everybody. It appears Garrett Bradbury missed some time today, injured his right wrist or hand. He was seen getting his hand taped. And, the worst news about this was his backup was Bush Jones. He came in and took first-team reps at center, which is horrifying. But maybe this is why the Vikings keep him around. I don't know. But, so Bush Jones looks like right now early in camp to be the primary backup to Garrett Bradbury. Dakota Dozier and Aviante Collins rotated with the ones at left guard. I don't really love either one of those options, but again, it's not Pat Elflein at left guard, so at least it's something different. Our first-round rookie, Justin Jefferson, got first-team reps working out of the slot, so not taking him long to get in with the ones. I expect that to not just be from the slot. I would assume he will start getting some number 2 reps very, very soon. In first-team versus first-team red zone drills, or I guess it was full-on, really. Irv Smith got a 12-yard touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins, getting behind Eric Wilson in coverage there for the score. So, Irv Smith already making plays in camp. Expect that to be a common sight all throughout this season. I think he's going to be very heavily involved in the Vikings offense this year, so just get ready for that. This next tidbit is very juicy. It's the juiciest nugget in here. Dakota Dozier, when Bush Jones went and played center when Bradbury was out, Dakota Dozier took snaps at center with the second team. So supposedly he did this a little bit last year at the end of camp, but Dakota Dozier, last year this guy was getting worked in a tackle. He's playing guard this year, which is more natural position, and now center. This guy is Mr. Utility Man now all of a sudden, and a couple things here. Obviously, he's making himself much more valuable to this team just with that versatility, and I guess they're not even going to give Jake Lucina a shot here. I actually thought that youngster had a shot to make the team, but they're moving Dakota Dozier over to take it's really third-team reps at center. I think Lucina's chances of making the team are probably just about nil at this point. Let's move on to the defense. First of all, we'll actually start with special teams. Dan Bailey, perfect in his kicks today. He made 2 field goals and 1 extra point. Nailed them all, no surprise. He has been on fire, and I hope that continues in 2020. Biggest takeaway, no Daniel Hunter today. Not really sure what's going on there, if they just gave him a day off or what, but he was not practicing. Jalen Holmes filled in for Hunter at left defensive end. So if Holmes was going to stay at defensive tackle, I think he was not going to make this team. Sounds like they're going to move him to defensive end. It's something they're going to stick with, something they're going to keep doing, and I think that pretty much makes him a lock to make the team. It's bad news for Yarbrough and Anthony Zettel and even Kenny Willekes, but it's probably best news for the Vikings. Jalen Holmes, that was his position in college. He was a defensive end. Tried moving him inside. That didn't work, so maybe he can have a little more success at his more natural position. I guess the young secondary was impressive today. Playing hungry, playing aggressive. Gladney played nickel with the ones, and Cameron Dancer saw work with the ones on the outside. And when he went to the outside, Mike Hughes moved to nickel. So both Gladney and Dancer getting worked in with the ones. So they're expecting these young guys to come in and play right away. So I think we're going to see both a lot of Gladney and Dancer when the games start counting. Shamar Stephan was back. He returned to play nose tackle with the ones, and Jaleel Johnson was the first team 3-tech. It's a combination I can live with. I do like Armand Watts at one of those positions a little bit better, but I get it. Those are your probably two most experienced guys, and Johnson is coming off a little bit of a breakout season last year, so hopefully he can improve on his numbers in a contract year. The second team defensive ends were Eddie Yarborough and Anthony Zettel. They both got some pressures today, and even DJ Wanham got a pressure. Second team defensive tackles were Hercules Mataafa and Armand Watts. So yeah, we haven't heard much from James Lynch. Not much from Kenny Willikis so far. Troy Dye was with the twos and those two undrafted linebackers as well in the second team defense, but that's largely because Ben Gideon and both Cam Smith are out at this time. So those are your Minnesota Vikings practice nuggets from the practice today, August 16th. Some interesting things here, and again, probably not a whole lot to take out of this other than Jalen Holmes is probably going to be a defensive end this year, and Dakota Dozier can damn near play anywhere. So until then, guys, always remember to keep your skull in your hole.